What's your name?
My name is Winston.
Winston what?
Winston Cambridge.
Before you came to this facility here, this rehabilitation center, where were you? What was your, how was your life going?
Well, before I came here, I was on drugs. I used to smoke cocaine, marijuana, I used to drink alcohol. And lately I started to drink beer rum. All I was interested of at that point in time was to get a fix, get a high, I might buy a cheap something to eat, but I'll buy the most expensive drugs to smoke, so, like all my money used to go in drugs.
Do you have wife and family?
I have 2 kids, I did leave home and I live in anywhere where I could have a shelter and I could stay there and nobody didn't tell me nothing, They come like my home,
So where were you living?
I was living down at Crepe.
Oh, you were from Crepe?
Yeah, I'm from Crepe. I'm born and grew in Crepe, I leave Crepe. I went different place to live. I couldn't stay around my mother, I don't know why. I get locked up for drugs. So, but why, how this thing happening for a reason, boy? Something just telling me, boy, you didn't find it's time for you to stop. I hear a voice in my ears telling me that you didn't find it's time for you to stop. I as a man, always used to pray and thing, because I grew up going to church and thing, Maybe I feel that it was safe me. Although I started drift and thing, maybe I didn't drift too far because of that, you understand? I always used to be praying and thing. And always asking God to show me the way that I must follow, until this court scene with me happened when I end up and getting locked up. I have a sister there too, She could remember exactly that the time I started to smoke because she's my sister. She know me, and she tell me, boy, it's half of your life you smoke, You ain't find this time for you to stop and thing. And I started to feel funny about myself and thing, and so that day now, I didn't know about here, I didn't know about you, Tone for Christ. I didn't know about here. I lie up here 11 months, 11 months now.
How you feeling in
But I feeling like when I was young. Today is 312 days that I clean from all form of drugs. Today, you understand? And it's the first time in my life I ever be so clean off a drug because I started this thing from young, I started smoking marijuana from the age of 17 years or something. From them years, from that time. Right now I'm 54. You see that alignment thing? It could be dangerous. But they say your friendless carrier,
So you bring it back?
How you feel that? I didn't used to smoke drugs. Some friends of mine, I see them going and I don't know what make me go with them. I don't know what they're going and do, And them never tell me what them going and do. Them gone and they get a thing, they rob the thing. And everybody talking and thing, and I see them smoking and passing and they asking me if I want a pull and I take a pull. When I take that pull, that was it with me. I grew up in a church family, and my grandmother and thing, it had church in the yard and thing, I feel like that was saved me.
Yeah, the word of God was always there.
Yeah.
A foundation.
The kind of things I used to do and the kind of places I used to be going. And sometimes, I don't know what used to make me just turn off that scene I going on. I going on a scene already and just turn off that scene and everybody get locked up and I ain't get locked up. I wasn't there. You know what they say? I informant to the police. How come I know to turn off for that? I don't know. I walking and I just feeling like something by my ears doing so. Like something flying past my ears. You know? I used to take that as signal because I just feel I don't know, I feel God has give signals, man. And you had to know that. And I always pray and ask God to help me to stop smoking until. And I thankful for the day that I come here, man. Some people that say, big man don't like to be corrected, you know. You understand? But as they say, only a real man does take that. You understand? You have to go honest yourself. You have to tell yourself, boy, you know what happening? It's about changes in my life. You want change. You understand? You are accustomed a certain way. So this way now, where we're living now, you go find everything different. And you can't come to terms with it. So that's where you have to deal with. You have to come to terms with that because it's all about changes in your life. New things. You have to learn to accept. You understand? As I say, you have to learn to humble yourself, and that's what I do. Humble myself. I like how I just be feeling. My daughter glad for my mother. My mother didn't used to give me nothing. My mother tell me she wanted to see I stop smoking before she did. You understand? And lately that start to worry me. That little piece of talk there, you know. So, and then I look at she age and thing, and I started to get a different vibe about my mother and thing, and I started, you know, do things for my mother, become my mother, tell me, boy, do that for me. I will do something for me. You understand? Especially, and she and my little daughter, two of them. You know, sometimes when them talk to me, I just feel like, big as I just want to cry. You know, and I'm glad how I is and how I feel in these days, man, you know. Yeah, I like that change in our feelings. It's different because you see, you're meeting different people. It come like you're talking different language. You understand? Life going better, everything happening. You're feeling better. You understand? You're smiling with people. Something that you didn't used to do. You understand? And they say a smiling man is a happy man. You see me? This time I don't want to fail.